Hello everybody, and I am the Epic Math Man, and I'm here for YouTube for the very first time. So today, I am going to be doing one-step equations, but first let's give a shout out to Mrs. Conan's class at Berkshire Middle School. I love that math class. So, one-step equations are pretty simple. They contain a variable and a coefficient. A coefficient is the number next to the variable. For example, 12 would be the coefficient, and v would be the variable. I'm just gonna put vary as an abbreviation. So let's start off with a simple equation. Pretty simple. It's gonna be so here's our first equation. X plus 3 equals negative 5. So what you do first is that you have to use something called inverse operation. What that means is that you have to take the opposite of the variable. So I'm going to do negative 3, and you have to apply that to the number past the equal sign. And then you basically solve. X, so the 3 would be countered out, so that will leave just x, which equals 5 minus 3. And since we would use the inverse operation, it would look, if you were to put it like a horizontally, it would look like this. Negative 5 plus parentheses negative 3. You see? Simple. So, negative 5 plus negative 3 equals negative 8. So, x equals negative 8. Pretty simple. So, here's a harder one. 98 plus p equals 56. So, what you would do first, same thing. Except because 98 is on this side, it basically works like either a negative or a positive. So, it works either way. So, since this is a positive 9, we would do minus 98. And then we would also do on this side minus 98. So then, what you would do is this. You would put the p as itself equals, so 56 minus 98. Let's solve that out really quick. So let's solve this out. 8 minus 6 would be 2. So then that 9 minus 5 would equal 4. Oops. So, but because the 98 here is a negative, because the 98 here would be a negative, it would be negative 42. Pretty simple. Now let's get a new one out. So this one, multiplying and dividing, works exactly the same. So this problem, we have negative 60n equals negative 15. So same thing. You have to use, instead of additive inverse or subtractive inverse, you would do a multiplication inverse. So it will be divided by plus, positive 60. And that means you would also divide this by positive 60. Pretty simple. So what you would do here is also really simple. Line. So what you would do is that you would divide negative 15 by positive 6. So let's figure this out. So negative 15, remember you gotta hold your sign here, divided by 60. This is going to be a bit tougher. So what you would do is that you put a decimal here, and put a 0 at the end, like all division problems. 60 can go into 150. If you were to round it up, it would be about 2. So we put 2 after the decimal, and that would equal 120. Sorry for this bad handwriting. I'm using a computer. So you put 0 and a 3. Simple. Put a 0 at the end if you need one, because we do. 60 can go into 300 5 times. So the answer here would be n equals negative 0.25. And that is one-step equation. Hope everyone likes it today, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye. And now on to Chuck to figure out how to do our new trading card game.
Thanks, Bob. Here's how the game works. You have 3 different cards. A citizen card or an answer card. X blasts the hero or a variable card. And a coefficient card or dino coefficient in this case. Dino coefficient is invading the city. The only way to stop it is for X blast the hero to use additive inverts and cancel out dino coefficient. Therefore, saving the answer card or the citizen. You will find the answer because each citizen card, but because this is a prototype, will have a number on it. If you notice closely, at the dino coefficient, he has an 8 on his body. So the coefficient, so that means you must use the additive inverse of 8 to save citizen, which I'm going to put as later, as the game is going to be made, as 12. And that's it for the card game. See me at the shop.